Criticism. That's something no one ever really wants to hear. Whether it's destructive or constructive, sometimes someone's trying to help you, but you still don't want to hear it because of the way they approached you. There's two types of criticism. One is destructive criticism, and two is constructive criticism. Destructive criticism, the nature of that is to just destroy. Even you can step into destructive criticism and not mean to. You might not have the thought or the want to is go destroy whoever you're talking to on this. But it comes out that way. There's always hurt that follows that. Constructive criticism, this is where you want to build somebody back up. Pretty much construction. You want to build them. That's the idea of constructive criticism. This is more of a positive thing. The other one's the negative, you got the positive. You find negative and positive contrast in all things in life, pretty much. There's negatives, there's positives. Well, this is the positive side, is constructive. The negative side is destructive. Well, let's take a journey into destructive criticism. Destructive criticism, the nature of that is really to just destroy. I just kind of said that, didn't I? But it really sets out to seek and destroy. How do I mean by this? Okay, let's put it this way. I want to break you down, I'm going to come at you destructive. If I didn't mean to come at you destructive, but it came out nasty, it's still going to destroy. Here's a few things that I found that destructive criticism will do. It will destroy self-image. It might destroy the way you see yourself. Now all of a sudden you hate yourself, or you just don't like yourself, you feel bad about yourself. That's what destructive criticism can do over time. It will destroy a person. It will destroy their self-esteem. They won't really have the will to go and do. It will destroy dreams. You have dreams to do something or go something or have a purpose in your life and you know that's on your heart, but then you get enough destructive criticism, now all of a sudden you're not walking in that purpose. It will destroy it. It is a thing that's not going to be where you really want to carry out, is it? Some people do. Here's a couple reasons why people carry out destructive criticism. They just want to make you feel bad about you. They want to destroy whatever you are doing. They want to destroy your self-image. They will destroy the image also that people have of you. They will seek that out. They'll destroy that. They'll throw your name through the mud, make other people think worse about you, and they don't really take you for you no more. They take their word for you. That's what they'll do, is try to just destroy you. Why would they do this? Because they don't like you? Or is it really truly that they don't like them? And you just became an easy target for them. There's different reasons. Someone else has low self-esteem, maybe they'll take it on you, like a parent, a husband, sometimes a wife will do that to you. They may not mean to do that to you, but that's the way of life they may have lived. They've been treated that way as a child. You don't know. You don't know where they are. This is where, if you're truly looking to improve yourself, you gotta learn how to do constructive criticism, or learn how to handle destructive criticism and make it better. See, I go through phases when I get destructive criticism. My whole life has pretty much been destructive criticism. Then I get a couple tidbits of constructive criticism coming my way. But there's still that nagging feeling of someone always trying to destroy me. I don't think that's ever going to go away, truthfully. And the more I work on myself, the more I see that is going to come into play with certain people. But the more I work on myself, the more I see that I'm influencing others to be better. Or they just get, not even to be better, but I shine some light on them, put a smile on their face. That's what brings me alive, but someone else is going to try to destroy that. I get angry for a moment, I vent out for a moment. See, these are the things I need to work on myself. Instead of venting out, I might take it on a little too long. Or now I'm blasting out at the horn and now I'm blowing their name through the water. Now I'm giving them destructive criticism. See, it's a vicious cycle. It's something that we could spend a whole lot talking about. Someone did this to me, that. Well, what did you do to them? I could probably get lost counting on the times I've done it to others and not mean it. That's not my heart, is to be destructive to someone else. But sometimes I do. And if I did that to you, I apologize. But here's the thing is, constructive criticism is something to build. The nature of the constructive is what? Building, construction. We want to build someone up. Sometimes someone might tell you something because they want to truly help you do something better. Or a parent maybe want to truly help you grow up to be a strong young adult. But they may not always come back at you constructively. You might be a teenager watching this. And you might be having a hard time with your parents. You're fighting back and forth. They love you, but you feel like they don't love you because now it seems like they don't accept you because of the way they give you destructive criticism. Maybe they don't know better. Or maybe just frustrated and don't know how to talk to you. Sometimes that happens. I've done that with my kids. I've had that done with me, with my parents. But in the end of the day, they still love you. Here's what I'm talking about really is the destructive criticism. They will come at you with those ways. I know I'm going back and forth like a ping pong ball. Destructive, constructive, destructive, constructive. It's hard to follow sometimes, but that's where my brain is going, leading into it as I'm talking to you. That's what we call the rabbit trail. But let me get back to what I was saying is, parents, they might come at you with that. They don't know how to do that. But parents, now let me talk to you. Constructive criticism to that problem child maybe. Say now child, parent, this could be a double way if you could hear this. Now the parent, they may be listening to me right now. And you're having a hard time with your kids. Maybe your kid does great in school. Talented, smart child. But they want a smart mouth back to you or your parent or your spouse. Maybe it's dad watching this right now and you're having a hard time. Maybe you just recognize that the child spouted off at mom. You don't have to always come right back at it. Sometimes let mom handle a little bit and then pull the child aside and say, hey, can I talk with you? Here's a problem with destructive criticism. I'm going back and forth again, but follow me here. I'm going somewhere with this. Destructive criticism, what happens, we all do this, someone comes right at you with the issue, and all of a sudden, boom, a wall goes up. Now you're blocking it. Now you don't want to hear it. Boom! Now lies come out because, or defensiveness comes out because now you feel like you're being attacked. You're putting up against the wall. You're like a dog being attacked and cornered. The dog is going to start to bite. It's going to start to growl. That's what we do too. That's why when you approach somebody, I have to work at this myself. This is not just for you, this is for me also. But here's how you want to do this too. A great way to do this. Can I talk with you, son? And son would be like, might be leery because they knew what just happened. He goes, okay. It's like, I saw your grades the other day. You're fabulous. Great job on those grades. You are a smart kid, aren't you? I'm proud of you. There's something else I've been really wanting to talk to you about too. What is it, dude? Well, just the way you've been talking to us. Is there a reason why you've been spouting out at your mom and I? Oh, see, you can ask them a question like that, and sometimes that doesn't go that well if you do that. But like, instead of saying, well, okay, if you did find yourself asking that question, they're not going to give you a straight answer now because now you're backing them back in the corner. Oh, you got to take some weight off of them before you beat them. You see what I'm saying? You want to beat them verbally, not physically, but not beat them to the pulp. Constructive beatings. That's what I'm talking about. Well, you could say, well, the way you talk to your mother and I, could that be our fault because we're not giving you a chance or we're just coming at you? They might say, yeah. I apologize for that. I am so sorry. Do I ever make you feel like you're not accepted? Now you got the kid talking. They might say, yeah. But I love you anyhow. Can we come to an agreement? Because that attitude really is not necessary, even though we are trying to help you and we apologize the way we come at you. But you know, rules are rules. You gotta live by rules no matter what. Then you go through your speak or wherever it is and then just lift them up again. Don't leave them just hanging there. Like, you know what? That was an awesome talk with you. And then look over and see maybe, oh, did you draw that? Yeah, I did. Can I look at that? Now you got them excited. You see, you gave the message, you lifted it up, you constructed them, you built them up. Here's the way you want to do really is simple way to put it. Build them up, break them down, build them up. This isn't just with children, it could be you being a boss or even you as an employee to your boss. This is something I really need to work on myself. Really need to work on this, is with authorities that come at me like that. Because I want to work on myself, and if you're paying attention this long, you probably want to work on yourself too. And this is the constructive, it's an art form. It's not for the lazy. It's not for the emotional. You can't emotionally do constructive criticism. Because if you're angry, you want to criticize, it's going to come out destructive. I'm back at destructive again. So emotions will bring us to these destructive criticism. You know, maybe you're arguing with your spouse. All of a sudden, bah, 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 you always do this to me. No, they don't. Because you just said that emotion, because the last emotion you knew right now is what they just did that offended you. That's why I'm talking about the destructive. We can't go emotionally and be a constructive criticism. Destructive criticism. Here's another thing too about criticism. Whether it's constructive or destructive, they might be coming at you, they may make you angry. You might not even want to hear constructive criticism if they didn't approach you in a manner that built you up for this moment. They didn't do the stepping stones to the criticism. They just went zero to criticism and then try to build you from there. But now already you shut off, you put that wall up because they didn't approach you first. But they were doing the constructive. They didn't take the steps of that. Now, that's what I'm talking about, right into there. We might just put that wall up on that. We don't want to hear that. Okay. But then destructive criticism. They come at you. They mean you harm. And they found something that you were doing wrong. And they're going to snap right at you. You don't like the way they approached you, so you get angry, but then think about it, they might be right. You don't want to hear it that way. They were wrong in the way they came at you, but they may be correct about the issue that they're criticizing you on. See, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. But that's what I'm talking about. I hope these helped you. And if you really took something from this and you really want to share it out there, please do so. Share it out with somebody who else is having some issues, either way it goes, or someone who's trying to grow himself. Spread this out there. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, what are you waiting for? God bless you.